This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
And this is Monstrorum, my podcast.
And these are ghouls.
There's a monster in my podcast.
Mm-hmm. But they're not your daddy's ghouls.
Oh, these are Lovecraft
Lovecraft
ghouls. Well, yeah.
Then they're your daddy's ghouls.
Lovecraft didn't have kids.
Not that he knows of.
Oh, he was
fiction.
He was real afraid of vaginas. So.
Yeah, he didn't want to come in. He always pulled out.
Yeah.
Like Lovecraft practiced coitus interruptus.
Yes. One of the lesser known gods.
Yeah. I assume Cthulhu's interruptus. I'm fairly certain that he has had sex. He's married, but maybe not.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Who knows? I am not the person to dissect H.P. Lovecraft's sex life. So these are not dead people who have been raised. These are kind of like they're just more humanoid dreamland creatures. Yeah,
they're dog-like humans who do eat flesh. That's the reason why they are ghoul-like. Mm-hmm. But you can also become them.
Yes.
Like a human hangs out with them long enough, eats enough dead people, you can become a ghoul.
Right. And the thing that sticks with me the most is that the texture of the majority was a kind of unpleasant rubberiness.
Yeah. They're kind of like Stretch Armstrongs.
Yes. I also just like the idea, like, taking a penalty to your sneak score because you're squeaking. You take a penalty to your sneak score because you take a bonus in your squeak score.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So these are famous through Pickman's model. These are the things that Pickman was drawing.
Yes.
Or these ghoul things, which makes it, they always talk about how otherworldly scary they were and stuff, but they're just squeaky dog boys, and like, yes, they eat people.
Yeah. But I mean, like, the people eat people. You walked by 5 cannibals today.
People, how can it be? You and I should get along. So I don't know why I did that. And then, like, the Tom Jones.
Yeah. You were doing a real Bowie kind of thing.
People are people. They're scary in Providence in that comic.
Oh yeah,
the ghouls, like, they're great in Providence.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten around to reading that because the physical copy of the first volume is just impossible to get a hold of.
It's extremely good.
Yeah,
it's really, really good stuff.
I like the Courtyard. Courtyard's good.
Yeah, you would definitely like. Well, Neonomicon is the next step.
Well, yeah, then, I've already read Neonomicon.
Oh, yeah, but... and then Providence is very, very good.
Yeah,
probably the best of the three, probably the culmination of his whole deal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I love this thing they have a little summary of what they are before their stat block.
Right.
And ghouls are mocking charnel feeders.
I love that. That is so good.
I like that. Feeders.
Yeah. I also, I mean, just cosmologically, I love that some of them have tunnels that are so deep down to these unguessably old graves that they extend into the dreamlands.
Yeah. You just go deep. So the Dreamlands is just, deep in the Earth's crust.
Yeah.
Like the idea of eating enough people to turn into one of these things. And this is one of the gifts, but not the dark gift.
Right.
Because you could become immortal by becoming a ghoul and going and living in the Dreamlands. And the Dreamlands, we discussed that. That's kind of rad.
Yeah.
It might be an advantage to live in the Dreamlands forever. But if you have to do it, hanging out with these charnel feeders, if I'm going to live in the Dreamlands, I want to hang out with carnal feeders.
Oh yeah, succubi.
Yeah, I want to in the vor zone with the carnal feeders.
Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.